I just finished driving for Lyft right before the game. Sorry for the background. This is what I saw. I saw someone driving with their trunk open and a Vespa sticking out of their trunk. The second thing I saw was someone biking with their lock tucked into the back of their pants, and it was making his butt crack show really badly. Like, he had the lock on lock in the back of his pants, but his butt crack was showing as he was riding his bike. The third thing is, I was dropping people off to Blind Tiger, which is over on Telegraph Avenue in Oakland. And so I drive up to the spot and let them out of the car, and they're like, ooh, door-to-door service. And I kind of like laugh. They get out of the car and they're like, yeah, definitely 5 stars. I'm like, my app said to drop people off at Blind Tiger, and do they not get dropped off at where they need to be, like right at the door? I'm just saying, who does that?
My name is Geraldine. I like to eat, take time-lapse footage, and drive.
This morning I was realizing that there are a number of things that I need to have complete by the end of the week. I gotta edit a video for a naturopathic doctor, and I don't want to be a flake. The streets is hella quiet because the game is on. I'm in process of editing my Sedona trip video with my mom, and then I have to write a tutorial document for this side database thing that I did. And I guess just send instructions for like these websites to get complete. So I'm trying to keep it up here and also in here in a list so I don't forget. We just got paid a deposit for this big project that we're doing at Meet Geraldine. One thing that I'm realizing about billing and invoicing and receiving payments on time is that's a big ass process that you got to stay on top of. You can't always assume that someone has received your invoice or that a particular person has followed the correct process in a company to pay the bill on time, or to even pay the bill at all, because there are so many occasions where people say, oh, you sent me an invoice? I didn't get it in my email. And it's like 2 or 3 weeks later, and you're like, dang, I've been waiting this whole time for them to pay me or pay our company, and they actually hadn't even gotten the email in the first place. So that's one tip. You should always follow up and confirm that people got your invoice and stuff like that, so you know everything can be in process. You don't have to be stressed out waiting. Sometimes you get checks late because people are part of big organizations, and maybe they don't have the accurate information about like what the actual turnaround time for something is. You're getting all set up to be paid by your client, and they're part of a large organization. You know, like a big company, a big nonprofit, a big school, whatever it is. You know, ask extra questions. What's the turnaround time? Is there a particular day that checks get cut? Is direct deposit available? Or if they don't know these questions, ask to find out who's the contact in billing so you can get that information. Hey, what's up, y'all? Just got home. It's about 11:30, and I still have a few things to do to prepare for tomorrow. The first thing on my list is that I have this whole pile of stuff on my my bed that I need to separate out, because I'm going to see my personal assistant tomorrow, and I'm going to give her a pile or a package of things with instructions of what I need her to do throughout the week or a couple weeks, because I only see her, sometimes I'll see her once a week, other times it'll be like once a month or twice a month. I typically put everything that I want to give to her in a pile. So as you can see, I have like this little folder here. I have this right here, and I have this, and I just need to sort everything out so that way I can give proper instructions. So that's what I'm going to do right now. There are things like receipts that need to be recorded, things that need to be shred, like this whole thing right here, I just marked shred on it. That all goes together. And then there's this, which is random things, random. These days, you don't need a whole bunch of paper. I used to have like a file this big of just my personal papers for the past years. So this is what you do. You scan them so that way you have digital files in your computer. Or if you don't need them, you just have them shred. Because some of this stuff that I've kept over the years, I kept them because I didn't want anybody to see them, or I didn't want them to be thrown away and then people find them and steal information. She shreds it, or if it's really important, she'll scan and then shred, and that's that. Now it's 11:51 and it's time to get on the computer to edit and to do other things. Hope you all have a good night, or if you're watching this in the day, have a good day.